Got the death card. Change is imminent, I'm hearing in my head. The ways of the old are dying. And that means, yes, they're leaving this planet or body or life. They're dying. When people die, for example, they're of this disease or that issue or this accident or that, it's not so much that they died of that. That's their way of leaving. It's their way of getting out, so they can. Because in the world, when they were alive here, they know what they've observed, their life experience, whatever they observed, saw, felt regarding others or themselves. So they have a meeting point where they say, okay, I'm going to leave in this accident or in this hospital or in this situation. It's not because with our small little minds, oh, they died because of this, I wish I was there to help them, blah, blah, blah. They don't die because of that. They die for the reason that they can serve better if they leave now and do something. And that's any death, all right? So that's one thing that you need to get straight. People need to be aware of that. We need to know that. The other thing this card is talking about, it's the death of old ways. How many people do you know that are still doing the same things that their ancestors are doing, that their grandmother is doing, that their mother keeps doing this on this day and does it this way, and old-fashioned, and it's not so much about traditions or things. It's more like people have been stuck. Oh, they're old, they're stuck in their ways. No one is old or stuck in their ways. You can't be old or stuck in your ways. And if you know people like that, do what you can to spruce them up or enlighten them, raise their vibration with your own energy, because people like that are more going to be the ones leaving, because they don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know how to handle this situation because they're stuck in a way someone has told them how to be. That's what I'm trying to say, is when someone is stuck culturally or socially or this, it's because they've stuck themselves in a way, oh, everything was like this and now it's like that. They're limiting themselves. So if you're also like that, know that you're limiting yourself. It's not, oh, that's the way I am. You're not that way. Can you imagine your soul, that magnificent God energy that is you, that your shit little awful terrible that you think bad image body that you've got is containing that spirit energy. Wow, that's amazing. And your soul is this little, this is what I do on this day, this is my tradition, this is my religion, this is my, but then I can't do that because my husband, God rest his soul, he's going to think like this, or the lady next door, or my auntie, or my brother, or someone is going to think of me. No one can think anything of you. Ignore all that garbage. Don't stuck yourself in ways. Oh, I'm setting my old ways, or I'm setting my old traditions, or I don't want to say traditions, but people that are fuddy-duddy. I think that's the best way I can explain it, is if someone is fuddy-duddy and says, oh yeah, I'm scared to do this, I'm scared to do that, I won't get outside my house, I won't talk to this person. Someone who is just inflexible in what they wear or what they do, what they eat, you're stuck and you don't live. Those ways, even the thinking, when we're stuck in thinking that belonged 100 years back, they're not helping us today. But this is also for things that we're doing today that are not helping us. There's a lot of, this card is change, great, good change for a lot of things. So a lot of things are going to be changing. So so in other words, if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to secure this and I'm going to secure that and I'm going to live like this and I'm going to be like that, it's not going to be like that because there's too much of this happening. There's a lot of movement happening now, atmospherically, spiritually, socially, economically, everything. There's a lot of things happening now, and it's going to be continuous change. So if you're anchored, how are you going to weather this? Is everything just going to get past you and you're anchored in this one spot circling around the anchor like a wanker? Or are you going to go with the flow and see what you can do in your moving moments. Rather than against the flow. What they want me to say is, don't be stuck and stagnant. Be ready to be mobile, to move around, to do this, to go there. So this is also a part of movement, because all those old ways, including economy, this is what's happening to the economy, religions, cultural stuckations, people that are stuck in cultural things and don't go outside of that, or anything that you're tied to that you can't drop, that you can't live outside of, like, oh no, I have to do this because it's my religion, I know I have to do this because of, I know I have to do this because of, I know I have to do this because of my job. Those things are dying big time. Be ready, people, for these changes. They're big things. 8 of Pentacles. There's a bigger scheme of things, and there's a vision through the window. But the person is not looking through the window, which is the rest of the universe behind her. There's a bird with a message sitting on the chair. Bird/messenger. Message to you and messenger out. But she's staring into... Okay, this is the way that I feel that this card is coming through. Those lined up, piled up pentacles is... Okay, it is going to be twofold, but let's just stick with the first one. It's people are looking at the things that they've built, the systems that they've created, which are their own traps, and have blocked people, humanity, in this field, all these fields and all these sections. They're piled up. We're up to here with all these things, but you're looking at them and you're analyzing them now. And you're saying, what is this? What are we doing this? Where is this going? How does this reflect to the outer universe, to other worlds, to the future? What is this? You're analyzing things, and you're becoming aware of what things are really worth. We just discovered how valuable your ugly, decrepit, morbid body is, that you're trying so hard to make look good. But that's already in its perfection because it's holding your spirit. Ha! Anybody that can hold a spirit is good. So we're coming to the realization of what everything is really worth. So that's with this Death card. And that's why we're moving, we're changing. It's going on to good things. What else do we have? Yep, okay, he wants to come out. Okay. Got the 8, oh my god, another 8. We've got the 8 of Cups with the 8 of Cups. It's a very gloomy image and feel I'm getting. Oh. The cups are all, oh, did I show you? The cups are all lined up. Lined up, laid up. Okay, fine. It's like we're ready to go. We're ready to go. She's walking away. But halfway along her journey, there's lovely splashes. A dolphin brings support, assistance. So, oh my god. So these are the 8, those are those 8 cups. Remember the change that we're waiting for? And the 8 cups, 8 lined up, 8 lined up. She's walking away from those things, and she's moving towards, see the stars in the back? So humanity is moving away from, let's collect all this stuff and all this treasure and build all these systems and trap people and take advantage of all these people. And we're moving away from it towards the stars, which is towards the heavens and spirit and the universe. That's a great sign. So All right, so I'm taking this as a don't worry yourself so much with all these, as we said before, with all these things that are disabling us and keeping us down and stuck. Or, you know, if we're worrying about, you know, oh, who am I going to I have to report to tomorrow and I'm responsible or accountable, blah, blah, blah. I have to do this job, I have to do that task, blah, blah, blah. We're walking away from that, but do it with grace. We're going towards the stars. That's beautiful. So it's happening. They're saying, so don't worry because it's happening. Don't worry yourselves with those things. Those things happen. You can let them happen. Then we got the Ace of Swords. All right, very nice sword. A mist rising from the valley. Lovely, protected, nourished valley. I can feel heat, I can feel love, and the sword is very polished and it's very patternful. There's a lot of elements to it. And then there's some kind of a eagle or something that's flying above it. This is the strength. In this we will find strength and our strength will grow. So we don't know how this is going to look, so to speak. We don't need to. We just take it day by day, week by week, month by month. Our work is, shall I say, the work is being overseen by that, you know, higher spirit above and the spirit of earth. Strength, there you go. It's just to confirm, there's the strength card. That's the strength. Spiritual and universal and elemental strength. It's got to do with the vibrations and the frequencies and the exchange with the earth and the sky. My cards are flying away. And then we get the strength. Then we'll harness our own strength. We will all live strong together. We'll be doing things together from each other. It won't be as hard as people think it's going to be. This stage will be, but this won't be. She's walking away with grace. And with the earth, there's the universe in that card. I'm just going to take one more card from these. But it's that universal strength from each other that we need. Oh my God, there it is again. See from a higher perspective. Eagle again. We have to see from a higher perspective. Trust and thrive. Let's see how these cards can relate. But I want to go back to how we started this video and how I was sensing this, all our energy. It's just this cry energy. I mean, if I did this reading yesterday or the day before when I was feeling it, it might have gotten a different reading than today, because I was in the energy myself, you know. I was feeling that cry and I'm thinking, where's this cry coming from? Who is it? Who's this cry from? And, you know, I can name a lot of things, but it was unavoidable, and even though everything was fine around me, fine with me, just this cry kept coming and I'm thinking, and it was so obvious, it was deep, and it was stagnant. So are you causing someone to have this energy? Stop, change, do a different action. Direction guardian. If there you go, stop, change, do a different action, choose your path. So they're coming up as I'm saying them. I'm not going like this reading. Oh, we got the fox again. Trust your talents in changing times. Where's that changing card? The death card. Trust your talents in changing times. We have talents. Now, your talents, if they're influenced by what others think or others are telling you and making you blah blah blah, they're not your instincts. If it's something that you're urging to do but it's got nothing to do with the greater good or the universe, whatever, they're not your instincts. Your gut feelings are not things that are concerned with, shall we say, for the lack of a better word, your daily duties. It's your daily responsibilities as a person who holds frequency in this realm. The High Priestess, harness your mystic power. We're just going around in circles, you know. Harness that mystic power. If you know, let's stop asking for the angels' mystic power. You know, to say that we're going to look at for the angels' mystic power is to say that we're powerless and we're not responsible for anything. It's so naive and denialful and rude of yourselves to say that you don't affect anything, or you don't do anything, or you don't change anything. This cry energy I've been feeling has been from most of you, if not all of you. Deep down inside, everyone has something big that they're really crying out for right now. Wise one, grow within your current situation. It's not normally the way I do cards, but every time I'm trying doing something different to see what happens. So yeah, if anything, you know, is not that clear to you, I don't know, listen to the video again, listen to it while you're in a different mood, but make sure you have the time to go through the length of the video. It will be very helpful for you when you listen to the video, like from today to tomorrow. Let's just say do it not before bed, but you know, in the night while you're relaxing, instead of watching TV. Watch this as TV. The way you understand it today from tomorrow will be slightly different. But sometimes I would listen to a video 2 times in a row, sometimes, and that's not just because while you listen to something, you're focusing on what you can take from it, but you're skipping bits because I don't want to know about that, I don't want to do that, I don't want to think about that. You're skipping things and you're not always paying attention properly. You pick and choose what you want to hear. But when you go back again, because you know what's in it, you hear it differently and you hear it more clearer, and you'll pay attention to other things. And the best thing to do is with videos is to pause them. Listen to for about half a minute or a minute, pause it for a second. Got it, play. Next couple of minutes, got it, pause, play. Sun's coming out. It's very lovely out here. I checked a few extra cards after that reading, and it was just amazing how the following cards turned out, the following messages that were already in the reading. It was just funny how key words and key sentences came out. So one card was the storyteller card. So Spirit wants us to know, take an event in your life that you gave a disempowering meaning to and find a way to re-script it so that the interpretation of this same story is one where you become the hero, so to speak. So turn the story around so that you acknowledge what you did good and something of high value, high vibration, something loving, or where you've come out good from something. Turn it around, turn the story around. When the storyteller card is taken out, it chooses us to remind you to be the champion of your own personal myth, your own story, the central character. Don't live life according to the needs and expectations of others. Don't be a little bit player in your own story. Make sure that whatever you choose to do in your life, that you're the big player. And if you're not, turn things around or choose things that where you become the big player. There is no small living here, especially this day and age. No one here is only playing a little part. We are all playing big parts, and our lives have nothing little to do with another person that we may be assisting or something. Not anymore. These days, we have to step up to the plate and be the bigger player, the big part in whatever this story is. A lot of your spirituality has to come out through this. If your time is always invested in other people rather than yourself, that's the danger zone. Do what you can to keep out of that danger zone. Remove, shuffle things around, reword or whatever, sort things so that you are the center and you're the one that's thriving. Everyone else, if you're there in their life, that's just a bonus for them. It's not your life. See, there you go. What the card says, live larger than life. Make the most of every experience. You can choose the meaning that you give to events. You choose them. Find interpretations that empower you rather than diminish you. But it can't be about the other person or what you do for other people. It has to be about you. As I said, that is second or third. It's not first. You and your own story is first. So be the storyteller and the hero of your own life. You're here for a massive important reason, and everyone needs to step up and bring their spirituality, which comes from their heart and their soul, not from things they've learnt or heard, but it has to come from the feelings and peace and love inside of you and wishes and dreams. The other card that came out, Tribal Spirit Dancer card. So turn on the music and move. It's not just about dancing so that it looks attractive to other people. It doesn't have to be out in public. It's about feeling the beat, especially inside your heart and your body, and expressing this with your body and your emotions. If you want to break free, from all this glutter that's been happening to all of us, then start first by expressing yourself. Wild and free, and the circumstances of your life have to transform. You're on the planet to be free. This is what Spirit wants you to know. You don't always need to meet expectations of others. You're here to explore, expand, step into your extraordinary self. Of course, there are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to joyously fling your arms to the heavens and dance. Choose life on your terms. Clear out mental and emotional clutter. Move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. Don't accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. This is your time. Don't delay listening to the rhythm of your heart and your soul and following your dreams. The other card that came through, and then I stopped there, was the Song of the Wild. Plan a trip, just for a day, half a day, 2 days, or just go, and you can decide later what you're going to do. If you're going to come back, if you're going to keep driving, you're going to stay somewhere. Take some classes, do something that gets you out of your comfort zone. Try new styles. You can do the same things that you've always done as well, but do them in a new, different way. Push beyond your boundaries. Step out of your character. Spend time in the wilderness. Spirit wants you to know that you're entering a period of expansion. We saw that in the Death card. And going beyond your limitations, which you've imposed on yourself and others, and because of others. But you have chosen. You have chosen to impose that on yourself. They can't make you. Go back in your story for that certain situation and ask yourself, did someone make you do this and did someone make you do that? Most of the time, we actually choose those restrictions willingly. And we blame others for it as a reason of why this or why that. If you feel hesitant, this is the time to try something new and do things in a different way. So again, you might even visit far-off lands or wild natural places. Adventure, often you have to have adventure, some kind, some form, and sometimes, but keep having it, otherwise you become stagnant. There's a vast, new and wondrous vista just around the corner, but you'll never see it if you don't venture out. So this card is about new horizons waiting for you. You're ready to savor the wonders of the world. Take some risks. Answer the call of the wild. Step out of your comfort zone. Live passionately. Take steps in the direction of freedom. Take steps and keep taking steps. Look left and take another step. Then look right, take another step. Then look behind, take another step. Keep taking steps. This is the energy we need to be in to move through this awful time. To move through that crying energy, to move through the heavy energy, to move through the stagnant energy. And it might not be yours, it might be of everyone else around you, it might be of the people that you're involved with, or it might be with people that are following you on Facebook or something like that. It could be their energy. So this is why it's important for everybody to do this. Expand beyond your limitations and boundaries. Maybe it's time to take a journey or do something new and exciting. And there you have it.